Good morning. How is everyone doing today? Today we're doing our lovers in separation reading. So whether that is a past lover, whether that is a twin flame, whether that's a soulmate, divine counterpart, however you want to label it, this is for the collective. So it is a collective healing or a collective reading. So please take what resonates with you. Leave the rest behind. The more you interact with the channel, the more that I will be able to pull against some of your energies and read what's a specific situation for you. And remember, in these reads, I read the energies. I'm not going to tell you a story that won't come true. So this is more of an energy map. It's going to show you what's going on in the collective in energy with lovers in separation. And so with that, let's see what Spirit's got for us. Spirit's saying criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So Spirit's saying, get more onto the positive side of things. Look at the positive sides of that person, the person that's in separation, because if you're constantly criticizing them, if you're constantly saying, well, if my person had done this, if my person had healed, et cetera, then the energies are going to be more conducive for whatever it is that you are looking to do, whether that's a new love, whether you want to manifest that or manifest your past person. Right, so let's see what other energies that we have for today for the collective. And just remember, like I said, this is a collective reading. This is not, just your story. It's a lot of people's stories, and take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And so Spirit's given us a bunch of cards here. And so let's take a look at what's going on here, within the collective, right? And so for a lot of you, there's a lot of guilt, and this is kind of why we're criticizing each other. And there's a lot of confusion. Confusion breeds to illusion. And Spirit's saying, get yourself out of this energy because, you know, there's something better in the energy, and that better is Cupid striking, right? Love is in the air when Cupid's around. So find a way to get your energy over to here where you're available for that energy of that Cupid's arrow, of that connection, of that commitment, right? And Spirit's saying that these energies are there for you, right? If you choose to, but you're going to have to, get out of this space of confusion, illusion, guilt. So let's see what other energies are going on into this collective. So if this is making your awareness, this is probably for you because you were guided here to see this. And remember, this is an energy map. This is not, a story that's just never going to come true. I'm just going to show you what's around you energetically, and then it's up to you to make choices, healthy choices, that will get you into the space that you want. And if you look at my reads, these are where you want to be, the things you want to manifest. Here's where you are right now. And here's the things that are holding you back. And so you'll see up at top and below how to get from here to here, right? And so let's see what other energies Spirit has given us for this. And so Spirit's saying that there's, been a lot of deception because you guys haven't really been honest with yourselves. And it's a lot of codependency, and this is what's holding you guys back. You've also got to do some forgiving, right? And so here's the bridge, right? You've got to forgive and learn how to make a better choice, right? And that goes for both of you, both your person and you. And so if you can get out of those energies, this is one of the ways to get out of it. Spirit's saying you do deserve love. Keep an open mind because when this Cupid and commitment comes in, you're going to need to be able to give that relationship a chance. And so with that, let's see what other energies want to present themselves within this connection. So let's see what we have here, Spirit. Spirit, what else you want to tell us about this connection that's in separation at this current moment? And remember, people, this is a love and separation reading. This is for people who are in separation from their person or their perceived person, twin flame, soulmate, however you want to label it. It's just a label, right? And we're going to stay away from labels, and what we're going to really look at is energies. How do we get from point A to point B? Right. And so Spirit's saying, a lot of you are in this obsession energy. You're obsessed with that past person. It's keeping you stuck. And Spirit's saying, you've been avoiding dealing with that situation, whatever that is, you've been avoiding getting into that space. However, with a change of perspective, right? We're going to put it here. You're going to get clarity, right? You're going to have to put healthy boundaries, and healthy boundaries means that yes, there's a door. You can close that door, but make sure the door has a window or at least a peephole, maybe a doorbell, so you can see what energies are there, and then you can use your discernment to choose whether that's an energy that you want or don't want. Hey, Susan. So with that, there's going to be a little bit of turmoil, right, for you to get to that clarity, but the clarity is there. And how do you get to the clarity? You've got some healing to do. And Spirit's saying, take that mask off. Take it off, take it off, take it off. Be your true self because this is what's going to get you into that Cupid connection. So now let's see what is it that's blocking you in love, right? And so we can't, not only do we look at, what's available to us in the energy, how are we going to fix it if we don't know exactly what it is that's causing us to be, in that place of confusion, illusion, the masks, right? And Spirit right away just popped one card right out, getting crumbs, right? And a lot of you have been accepting what we call breadcrumbs, right? And what's a breadcrumb? It's somebody who's there and then they just kind of pull that energy away. Then they're there and they pull the energy away and they're keeping you inside of this confusion and illusion, right? And a lot of you are still in that space of changing that person giving you crumbs. You're not going to change them. They're showing you who they are. So you're either going to have to accept them as they are, or you're going to have to find somebody that's in better alignment with you, right? We don't change people for us. They change for themselves and you change for yourselves, not for anybody else, because that's not being the authentic you. You can find something that's really bad about yourself and say, hey, I recognize this is not a behavior I want to do anymore. And that's called growth. And you change it for you, not because you feel that that's going to make you more attractive to that other person. And last but not least is not communicating. And a lot of times we don't communicate. We don't talk. Why? Because we're codependent and we're so worried that we're going to chase that person away by telling them how we feel, what we need, that we will hold off and it actually just builds up inside of you. So you got to get outside of that space, allow yourself to be in a place where you're comfortable being vulnerable because if you're not, that's not a good relationship to be in, and you need to stop that. And so with that, okay, we kind of have an idea of what the blocks are. And remember, if you're seeing it in this your awareness, it is most likely there's a piece of this reading in here for you. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get a little guidance from our higher self. How do we get past this? And I think I might even pull a fox in a box card for this as well, because I'm feeling the foxes screaming at me, come out and give me some information. So your higher self is saying, when you bond with somebody in spirit, you become a greater force for good. And so you're seeing this bond, it's coming, right? And it's going to be a healing connection. And so your higher self is saying, be prepared for that healing connection, but you got to be open to it. You can't just, sit there and expect it to come in if you're not in a space of allowing and a space of letting the universe give you what you want. And then I'm going to pull out what the foxes want to tell us. I heard the foxes basically saying, seek strength in vulnerability. In showing your true self, you will find strength, not weakness. Be vulnerable and let your authenticity, yeah, I'm got a tongue tied this morning, let it shine, right? And so when we do that, the foxes are telling you right here, you know, this true strength is in vulnerability, allowing yourself to be your true self. And as you do allow yourself to be your true self, well, guess what? That's when love comes in because now you are who you are and you're not pretending to be somebody who you are not. And so, with that, let's get some timing. And I always say this to everybody, timing is fluid, it is changeable within the now moment to the now moment to the next now moment. So use it as a possibility, not as a certainty. So Spirit, what is the timing on getting this Cupid's arrow, this connection? And Spirit's saying it's rushing in today. So for those of you who have made it into your awareness, this is what's coming in. Let me move it over to here. It is rushing in today. So it's available to you, but you got to choose to get to the space over here. And how do you do that? By going within. If you look at the first message down here is get out of the criticism and get into your true self. And with that, that is my reading for today. Please like, follow, share, subscribe to my channel. I've trying to recreate my subscribership since my account got zonked. I appreciate everybody who has found me, and please do reach out for your own personal readings. Put your notifications on because I go live quite a few times over this next few weeks to rebuild my subscribership. So you get a chance to get some free questions answered. And with that, also check out my other channels on YouTube, Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube, where I do all my light language healings. And with that, I thank everybody for joining me today, and have a nice day, and we'll see you in the next read. And thank you for that snowflake, Mindy. Enjoy, everybody.